YouTube, what's the big old deal, man? I know it's been a minute, but so much going on, man. Your boy definitely had to come and tap in and drop my 2 cents, man. Give y'all a little fresh game. Uh, Specifically about the situation with American Cholo and Tariq Nasheed and the whole no jumper issue. I know a lot of y'all may not be LA natives or from California in general, specifically Southern California. But let me hip y'all to a little something, man. This black and brown coalition that a lot of people be speaking about, that only exists in certain pockets. You know, it's not the majority circumstances when it comes to black and brown relations overall. I know throughout my generation, me and AD are like the same age. I think he's a year older than me. We grew up, you know, having differences with some people of the Hispanic community, but we also grew up, you know, with them. Like, you know, going to their house, they come to ours. You know, our families mingle, whatever. So, you know, there's a sense, like I said, you know, it exists in some pockets, but there are areas throughout Southern California, specifically Los Angeles, where, you know, there's resentment and definitely an unwelcome mat for black folks, you know, in these heavily populated area by, you know, the essays and whatnot, the Hispanic community. You know, for example, we got out here Highland Park, which is going like towards Pasadena. You got Echo Park. You got MacArthur Park used to go up back in the day. I don't know if it's still active like that. The city of San Pedro. Parts of Compton, parts of LA on the east side. You know, Whittier, Huntington Park, you know, the list goes on. And these are communities, you feel me? Whole like cities where, you know, over the time, well, historically, there's been friction whenever black folks like slide through there or frequent the area or whatnot. And it's never been, you know, that same type of treatment, vice versa. Like the little beefs that do happen with the black and brown, even if it's initiated from the black side, it's never against the people as a whole. It's usually hood shit. You know, this hood not getting along with that hood, and they, you know, they just happen to have racial differences, but their beef really just, you know, exists between those two. But, you know, perfect example, man. When I was in high school, it was a hood out here on the east side of LA. That got into it with a Hispanic hood over whatever bad little drug deal, whatever. But a beef that was essentially supposed to be between them became something where, you know, the essays from that hood and other hoods was just riding on black folks in general. And it was riots that kicked up all throughout LA, throughout the schools and whatnot. You know, so, you know, that's an example, one of many, of which, you know, they extend issues to more so on just a racial basis rather than, you know, this hood just beefing with that hood. And I say that to say this, man. The Tiger thing, it's not like there's black folks in masks standing behind the song or whatever. We really pretty much don't give a fuck about his music like that. It's to my understanding that him and YG have made, you know, other songs of that nature that's pretty much pandering to that community. You know, so with that situation, like I said, niggas ain't really tripping off the Tiger shit like that. But it's just in regards to their approach, you know what I'm saying? Like the demand, like how they came up to No Jumper, you know, with demands and like this aggressive energy, like, you know, y'all better do this and better do that and all of that. You know, it was just like, I don't know. And if for 80 to be the only black dude on the panel, and I don't feel like bro really represented to keep it a stack, you know, because at the same time, it's like, yeah, we hear y'all issues or whatnot, but why we can't like really really get to the real issue, you know what I'm saying, that exists, which is the anti-black racism that, you know, a few people of y'all community practice, you know. You know, it's a lot of Hispanic cuz out here that really be on some black folks K type shit, some nigga K type shit, you know. And, you know, it's the ironic thing about it all is, you know, they are very heavily influenced by black culture, hip-hop culture, which was you know, a subset of black culture, but nonetheless it's black culture, you know, from the way they dress, the music they listen to, and everything. You know, you know, you might be walking by a group Hispanics and you hear nigga, 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 you know, and you thinking, you know, at least must be at least one black person amongst the circle, but nah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like selective politicking that I see. And there's a lot of YouTubers just on this, oh yeah, I understand for the rise. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we as a people need to be beefing. That's not the message I'm trying to get on here and convey. But what I am saying is, you know, just the same way they take a stance, we need to as well. Because I'm not one of those people that just can just sit up and hear a group of Mexicans, nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, nigga that, and not gonna say nothing. I've never been one of those type of people. Like, I feel like if we can be cool without that. You know, I'm not finna come around y'all saying any type of what would be deemed derogatory terms or racial slurs or whatever. Even if y'all say it's cool or some shit like that, it's just not me. You feel me? I know how to respect people's culture, and we can coexist without, you know, the extras. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I just felt like, you know, that whole little interview they did at the No Jumper shit with Duno and AD was interesting. You know, I respect Adam for not letting the American Cholo dude kind of slide with that ghetto coon remark that he made against Tariq Nasheed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit don't fly. Like, that shit weak to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the nerve of motherfuckers to come up there demanding No Jumper or demanding the black community stand up for this issue when we never get that type of energy in return. You know what I'm saying? I don't see people of the Hispanic communities going out of their way for the black community when anything, you know, happens to us or we're outraged about any circumstances. You know what I'm saying? And I've tapped in to the American Cholo channel. I watched a few of the videos just to you know, really see for myself, like, try to get a glimpse of his character to really see if there's some real racism. And it is. I think what most people don't understand is covert racism, which is not blatantly in your face, but it's in the language, it's in the actions, it's in the ideologies of certain people. And, you know, to me, in my opinion, it's one of the most dangerous forms because, you know, things that you're not aware of can hurt you. You know what I'm saying? It's like a snake in the grass that you don't see coming. You know what I mean? So it's a trip, man. Like, if you from Southern California, you know. If you from LA, you know what's happening. Like I said, I'm not opposed to black and brown coming together. You know, it'll be weird for a nigga to even take that type of stance. Like I said, I grew up with some people of the Hispanic community, and some of them are like my brothers, man. Like, my mama know they mama. You know what I'm saying? We grew up, spent nights, all kind of shit. Like, that's just how it is, man. So I just want to get on here and basically just let the message be known that, you know, we've never, as a people, we've never practiced any type of anti-Hispanic racism or whatever. That's never been our thing, you know. Now, I can't say that for y'all that's the same, because from my experience it hasn't. But we never let that kind of shit, we never let the actions of some, the ignorance of some, reflect on y'all as a whole. And I feel like that type of understanding and embrace should be mutual. You feel me? Real talk. You know, if you're gonna go up to No Jumper making demands and all of that, let's keep this shit a stack all across the board. Y'all keep that nigga word about y'all mouth. You feel me? Stop practicing anti-black racism amongst your friends when y'all feel like niggas ain't around or whatever. You know what I mean? If you want to be genuine and building that bridge and a real relationship, you know, in a sense of community between the two, it got to be genuine, man. You know what I'm saying? No selective politicking, no selective outrage. Let's just keep this shit a stack all the way across the board, man. This has been your favorite DJ, DJ DIZ-3. You feel me? Fresh Vibes Entertainment, man. Thanks for tapping in with your boy.